did you choose for your reel? Because many people wanted to know, what did you go with?
Absolutely. I did choose the opioid addiction scene, the scenes together. I just felt that it was very important, and I was so proud of the cast and crew for those scenes. I'm proud of them every day, but, we got back I think we started filming back in May or June, and we were already going. I heard that we were going to do this storyline before we went on lockdown, and then you have to do this emotional stories, and you want it to be rooted in something. And my heart just, it goes out to so many people because so many people it just suffered from addiction, especially over the past year. It rose significantly. So I knew that this was a story that we wanted to tell, and we wanted to tell it right. But again, following those protocols, like you have these emotional scenes and you want to be present with one another, but you're doing it way over here. And there's a long scene with, Torsten and Scott Clifton and Annika, and it was when they start to piece it together. And then I also had the intervention, and those were long scenes. Those, when you usually have the reels, they're like, they can go to 15 minutes, but just one of those scenes alone was like an 8-minute scene. And I was just so proud of everyone because we were initially going to do the opioid addiction storyline before lockdown. That was, we knew we were going to do that. But then when we come back, we were still diving into that. And I'm so happy we did because the numbers did rise during the past year significantly. But it was different because we had protocols now and we couldn't be close to each other. And it was just a different dance that we were doing. So it wasn't just the actors, it was, the crew, the lighting, the audio, the director. We all had to figure it out because you didn't want to get too close. The light, you can't move a certain way because then the lighting can't get you. The audio had to be there. And in those scenes, like, we all brought it. Like, it still gives me chills. It felt like such an outer body experience for all of us.
Yeah.
Because you just felt it. Like, you could, like, in between those scenes, it was like a pin drop. We were so connected and ready. Torsten actually it was his idea to put the knife in because he keeps fighting, saying, "This is my daughter." I would go right up to her. I would stop her. I would hold her. She'd be sobbing, and we have to do something. And I was just so erratic, and he thought, okay, you know what, Steffi should have a knife. She doesn't like Brooke. She's thinking these people are going to take her kid. Have a knife. And the knife worked because the knife made him not be able, because it was very tough for him, a choice to be able, I'm not going to grab my daughter,
Imagine how COVID helped a story that way.
I
Like,
know.
that moment would not have been that.
It wouldn't have.
Had you guys not been in this protocol situation.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of everyone, but it was a story that we needed to tell. It was very important, but also, there's that dance between, it was such a depressing time, and I think Brad Bell did it right where we told the story, we needed to shine light, but now let's go back to lighter times because it was so depressing everywhere. I'm like, you turn on every channel and it was so depressing, and we were the first show back. So again, happy that we did it, happy we told the story. I'm super proud of everyone, but also happy that we made it a little lighter after that.
It's just beautiful work. You're in a great category with Jeannie Francis, Finola Hughes, Melissa, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the girls you're with, the women you're with? It's like,
it's an outer body experience for me because I love these women. I've looked up to them. They're just such wonderful, talented actresses. It is a huge, huge honor. And I know that sounds like so cliche, but honestly, it's so truthful. It's just I really am very honored.
and you're presenting with Tanner?
I am presenting with Tanner.
What's it like working with Tanner? I was asking him, like, was he intimidated by you when he said he didn't seem to be.
No,
I
really.
said, I guess you guys are both from Canada.
Yeah, it was actually very easy. He's a fellow Canadian, and we have mutual friends. So we've never really met, but we have the same friends in the same kind of social group, which was really nice. But it's great working with him. It's really nice. It's, no offense to Scott, because I love him, but it's time for Steffi to have another love interest. It's been years, so it's nice to have Finn come along, and also with a different actor, they give you curveballs. They breathe the fresh air into the scenes and into the character. So it's nice to be able to work with him.
Okay, so you're a mom of two. You look amazing.
Thank
What are
you.
you wearing? 'Cause I know you
Ellie
usually-
Vintage.
Ellie Vintage. And you are one that always is fashion forward and loves to do that. So I'm assuming
you.
dressing up you liked.
Yes, I did.
Not
Yes, and like Yes and no. I love dressing up. Of course, I'm extra for today because we haven't all been together in so long. So, and of course, I'm just extra, obviously. But it's just different doing it with a 3-month-old and a 2-year-old, trying to do your eyeliner with a toddler, and you're bouncing around and holding a baby. So, yeah, it was a little stressful at the beginning, but we figured it out.